Bring back your memories, fellow musicians, because we are moving to the Neon Mixtape Tour. The world of the 1980s and Minecraft is waiting for us. It is the 8th world of our time adventure and yet another hope to find Dave's Taco. Today, we will experience one of the hardest worlds in Plants vs Zombies 2 with only ice plants. Without further ado, let's go and enjoy the aesthetics of the 1980s. Flashback. I remember this decor from when I chased squirrels as a kid. Indeed, user Dave, we appear to have arrived in the midst of the Neon Mixtape Tour. I suspect the musical tempo may affect the zombie speeds. I'm feeding the rhythm. That's right, Crazy Dave, because it's time to fight the zombies while listening to cool music. On day 1, the zombies were moving a bit faster than usual, but the freezing ability of the Snow Pea had turned them back to the hard reality, where they couldn't make a single step faster than a usual zombie, for example from the Pirate Seas. Don't ask me why I picked that world. As the result of our great fight, we received a funny-looking parody of the Iceberg glitches. My headphones are definitely better. I believe special zombies may display unique abilities while their preferred music is playing. Do you mean they will jam their jam when theirs jam is jamming? Yes, correct. Yes and yes, user Dave. You know what? I like jam. Day 2 began with a great gift, a free fat beat in the middle of the lawn. This time we had to stick with the first serious enemy of the Neon Mixtape Tour, a punk zombie. Be aware of that guy because he can punch your plants out of the lawn. However, planting a single Snow Pea on the same row is way more than enough to stop the music lover. The increase of hardness starts to feel pretty much here, as Day 2 felt like Day 22. I got a real Cactus feeling about it, Penny. Of course, Crazy Dave, because Day 3 was dedicated to Cactus, an iconic PVZ1 plant. Unfortunately, this level didn't include any ice plant, but that's a great chance to tell you an interesting fact. Did you know that some cactuses can live up to 200 years? It means lots of them will outlive me. Mr. Floppa was shocked by that. Day 4 was beaten with the help of the cult Snapdragon to diversify my gameplay and rest a bit from using the Snow Pea, because the punk zombies don't understand the true power of a plant from 2013. On Day 5, we had a great mission of defending Johnny the Walnut and a funny looking copy of the Iceberg glitches. My defense was built so well that not a single punk zombie could reach my bodies planted on the banana cells. Also, don't forget that the main sponsor of this level is the Winter Mint. If you have any problems with an aggressive neighbors, that is definitely your choice. Day 6 was yet another conveyor belt level and another chance to tell you an interesting facts about everything. Did you know that the Neon Mixtape Tour was released almost 10 years ago? That was a long time ago. In a different life, I guess. Day 7 was a hard one, as the zombie spam was unstoppable, and the amount of available sun didn't grow at all. The Winter Mint was my last hope in such a catastrophic scenario, because I can't imagine beating a single level after Day 2 without it. Oh, and the Iceberg glitches was just chilling around. Eventually, everything was so good that I didn't lose a single lawnmower. That is what a West success looks like. It looks like this world is only getting crazier and crazier, because Day 8 began with a good punch of punk rock. This time we had to deal with 3 waves of zombies, but fortunately luck was on my side and I managed to stop them all using only ice plants. Also, the glitter zombie isn't a huge problem for me, as she isn't immune to the freezing ability of the Snow Pea. On Day 9 we had to survive the zombie attack with the given plants. Unfortunately, it contained only Iceberg glitches, and I didn't prepare any interesting facts for that level, so let's just skip it. Day 10 was a classical conveyor belt level, so it's a good chance to share my feelings and opinions about that world. For me, the Neon Mixtape Tour is one of the best worlds in Plants vs Zombies 2. The music, the atmosphere, and truly unique zombies makes this world almost perfect, but the local plants are trash. Except for the time warp. He's a good guy. No, it's not a joke. Day 11 was spent playing with the pre-picked plants. We did it once again. On day 12, we faced a tough guy, a hair metal gargantuar. He's one of the scariest bullies in PVZ2, but not in the case of the ice plants. Remember, don't give him a single chance to make a step further on your own. Otherwise, he will kick your plants out with the metal wave. Be aware of such a damp giant. Day 13 was a good day because it was the last stand level. This time I decided to beat it using only the mist-cell tools, as expensive plants are no longer available for us on basic levels. Surprisingly, it didn't work at all, so we had to find another strategy. On my second attempt, I decided to use the winter melon, which was the right decision. We managed to stop not only the enormous amount of zombies, but also to save all the lawnmowers. On day 14, we had to play with cactuses, so let me tell you an interesting fact about them. Did you know some cactuses can weigh up to 2000 kilograms or 5000 pounds? To put it into perspective, it's pretty similar to the weight of a fully grown male hippo. Even Flopa isn't as big as Cactus. On day 15, we had to protect the purple version of the Iceberg leeches. At first, I thought it would be a great idea to use the mist-cell tool, but it was again a bad idea. That's why I came back to using Snow Pea, as it is the perfect synonym for the high-quality products. It is finger-licking good. However, without the help of the Boeing Zeta at the end of the level, we would probably have failed it. Thank you so much, mysterious cabbage. Somebody passed me a note in a homeroom, Penny. It says to meet behind the bike racks at lunchtime for a wonderful surprise. I believe some skepticism about this note is in order, user Dave. I'm scared, Penny. It's 2 minutes to midnight. Be brave, user Dave. We will jill this ditty on rock and roll. Well, day 16 was a good chance to organize a good music party. However, none of the ice plants came to it, so we had to butter the zombies with the help of the kernel pult. I don't want to lie and say that it was easy, because it wasn't. I told you the local plants aren't so good to be used even in their home world. Day 17 was the day of the pop music, so we faced new zombies, defeated the old ones, and just enjoyed the second part of the Neon Mixtape Tour. Remember, nothing is better than a column of snow peas defending you alone because they are cheap and fancy. On day 18, we had to deal with the rapper zombie, but just a few cold snapdragons were enough to stop the microphone dudes. I told you that ice is stronger than any kind of music because we can simply freeze everything down. Day 19 was yet another conveyor belt level, so that's a good chance to tell you an interesting fact about blueberry. Did you know that a single blueberry bush can produce as many as 6,000 blueberries per year? I guess that's way more than enough to cook lots of delicious jam. Nothing special happened on day 20, as it was the regular level of the Neon Mixtape Tour. However, after finishing the level, we received a microphone. Karaoke time. At last, my tangerine dreams will come true. That's a good chance to record their greatest hits, like voice in that video. On day 21, we had to stop the zombies from reaching some weird looking flowers, and the only guy who could do that was the cold Snapdragon. Bro literally one-shot a giant music lover. Day 22 was the best conveyor belt level of all time because it included Minecraft and lots of Minecraft zombies. That level had a special atmosphere, an interesting mushroom, and many nerds. Pixel zombies are probably my favorite type of enemies in Plants vs Zombies 2 because they look as cool as cucumber. Day 23 included even more arcade machines. This time pixelated zombies were destroyed with the help of the Snow Pea, which you can also find drawn on the arcade machine. I thought the Neon Mixtape Tour would be way harder than it is. Day 24 was yet another great conveyor belt level, which included all kinds of zombies we saw previously. It wasn't the easiest task to beat, it was only snow peas, but with the help of the winter mint, we managed to survive 3 waves of zombies attacks and even stop the local Garg. Eventually, we left without a single snow pea, but with all the lone movers. Day 25 was dedicated to Chef Iceberg, who controlled the lone for an additional 4 minutes to ensure that everything was fine and everyone was working hard. Bro thinks he controls the situation on the lone without paying his bills. Bill Collector isn't happy about the Iceberg. On day 26, we had to protect some weird looking mushrooms, but thanks to the help of the punk zombie, they were replaced in a safe place, from which my cold snapdragons could easily protect them. Don't ask me how these shrooms appeared on the lawn. I didn't grow them. You can see that the level was really hard by the amount of plants I had at the back of the lawn, because most of my suns were spent on chili peppers. Day 27 was once again a conveyor belt level. There are too many of them in the Neon Mixtape Tour. Anyway, at least I enjoyed beating it, because it included some cool mushrooms and my good old friend with a great smell, Mr. Garlic. Day 28 included lots of boombox zombies, which didn't annoy me at all. They were just chilling and listening to some good music. On day 29, I decided to use a heavy boy Ice Shroom. This sharp guy not only boosts other ice plants, but also deals pretty well with tough zombies. Even Gargantua couldn't stand such a cold shroom. That's how cool it is. On day 30, I had to play with a limited number of plants, which I couldn't even reach as I didn't have enough sun to place so many of them. Most of the suns were spent on the chili pepper, so don't worry about the number of plants on my lawn. That frosty dude saved me a lot of times from a total collapse. On day 31, I had a great chance to zap all the gargantuars with the superpower of the electric blueberry. Unfortunately, the level didn't include any ice plants, so let's move to the final one. Ouch. Day 32 was the great fight with the Dr. Zomboss. Unfortunately, it didn't contain any ice plants, so the battle with him was pretty usual. Yarps, that was close, with so many exciting timing and rhythm changes. I fear we only hit pause on Dr. Zomboss's heinous deal. Anyway, the key is mine, which means that we are moving to the Jurassic Marsh. Another 32 levels, but this time with lots of stupid dinosaurs.